Hello everyone. Today is the second day of the presentation, Contemporary English Literature. My topic is that from coaching center to capital crimes, a comparative study of Revolution 2020 and the White Tiger. This is my academic information. This is hypothesis and my research question. This is table of content. Firstly, start introduction of the both the novel. First, Revolution 2020 by Chetan Bhagat. The novel revolves around the three central characters, Gopal, Raghav, and Aarti, set in the holy city, Varanasi. This story explores the personal struggle, love triangle, and ambition in a society influenced by corruption. The novel highlights corruption in India in education system when institutes are controlled by politicians rather than the academy. It criticizes the role of media, which is often manipulated by power and money. The novel question whether success achieved through unethical means is a truly fulfilling. Revolution 2020 is a mixture of romance and social commentary, portraying the struggle of the youth in a corrupt society. It emphasizes the need for honesty and reform in India's political and educational system. Second novel, The White Tiger, by Arvind Adiga, published in 2008. The story is presented through a series of letters written by the novel protagonist Balram Halwai to the Chinese primat Wen Jiabu. The novel highlights the stark divide between India's wealthy elite people and improvised underclass. The novel's protagonist, Balram, a poor man from the rural village of the narrate his transformation from a struggling servant to a successful entrepreneur. As a protagonist, Balram, working as a driver for a wealthy businessman, Ashok, Balram witnessed corruption, power struggle, and exploitation within India's elite class. Using the stolen money, Balram reinvented himself as a successful entrepreneur in Bangalore. First point is the comparison, socio-economic and political context. First point, education system and social mobility. Both the novels to see the education system in first novel, The Revolution 2020 in the Gopal, who fails the crack the exam IIT and forced to enroll the private engineering college, exposing the flaw in the system. The novel to see the commercialization of education, where private college to profit over the quality learning in the real life. To see the private college to see not see the focus on the quantity but quality and profit. The coaching institute like those in Kota exploit the student depression, turning education into a business rather than a path to knowledge. In this, what to see. And second novel, The White Tiger. The novel critique the lack of access to the quality education. The protagonist, the Balram, is a bright student, but to skip the school because of the lack of uh, financial problem. The education system to favor the elite while the leaving the poor within the minimal opportunity. In the novel, to see the how Balram to skip the education because of the poor, and how the education and social to see the quote class divide and economic inequality. Both the novel to see how the class divide and economical inequality. The Revolution 2020 to see how novel highlight how wealthy people to connection of the success more the talent and hard work. Private institution often run by businessmen rather than the educator. The novel to see how the politician to run by the private college, and other side the novel White Tiger, the in the sea the how India in divide two distinct classes, India of light and India of darkness. In the novel Balaram village to how dominated by the landlord Buffalo, stock, wild boar, raven who exploit the poor. Second point of the protagonist and their journey. First novel, The Revolution 2020 in Gopal Mishra, Gopal from a poor background. He failed the IIT entrance exam and is forced into private education. Explains the commercialization of the system. In the novel, to protagonist Gopal to see how the if he fails exam and to enter the corruption in through the college. To accept the financial struggle, he partnered with the politician to open the Gangatech, a private college built a barbary and manipulation. Uh, and lastly, to he final realization and sacrifice. He, despite the wealth, Gopal realized corruption has consumed him and silently sacrificed his love, Arti, allowing to be Virakho. And second journey to the white tiger protagonist Balram Halwai. He born in poverty. Balram trapped in Indian rigid class system. He working as a driver to the elite people house, and then he climbed the Ashok because of the his break the corruption in real life to see how the people student in the not to crack the exam and poverty to suicide. Many of the numbers of the student how the result declare and not to crack and suicide because of the how the background of the family and situation. Third, of the theme of the corruption and moral ambiguity. Both the novel to see how the corruption in the moral and first and corruption theme. Both the novel in Revolution 2020 to see how the Gopal with a partner with corrupt politician built a private college, and then second novel, The White Tiger, to see how the Balram see all the corruption, all the levels from barbary in political in the original quote to see moral ambiguity. In the Revolution 2020 to see how the Gopal knowingly engage in corruption to gain wealth, status and struggle with the guilt. And second novel, The White Tiger, Balram justify murdering his employee as a necessary step to break free from the servitude. In the what third point is the social critique and representation of class struggle. Both the novel to see the middle class people to how the struggle with the elite people. The novel, The Revolution 2020 critique how the wealth and power determine success, leaving the underprivileged trapped in cycle exploitation. Gopal from poor background struggle to success an education system that favored the elite, while Raghav from a stable middle class family pursue his dream with the ace. And second novel, The White Tiger, to portray the stark division between the India of light people and India of darkness. A protagonist's journey to see how the struggle with the society. So, social critique, system inequality and corruption. The Revolution 2020 portray the corruption as a tool upward mobility and capitalist society. And second novel to see how the expose the economic, social, and political operation where the elite control resources while the poor remain powerless. And conclusion, system corruption and individual agency. Both the novel to see how environment where corruption in education and socio-economic system limit legitimize opportunity and for advancement, class struggle. Both the narrative to see how Gopal and Balram action reflect the different form of the resistance either into the subverting to corrupt system. And third, education gateway or barrier. In Revolution 2022, commercialization of education transformed learning into profit-driven enterprise, and while the White Tiger illustrated how a lack of access to equality education class division, and social mobility. My learning outcome is the understanding the systemic corruption, the role of education, examining the class struggle. In real life, one time my mother and relatives too, that son is કે મારે ક્યાં કે ટકાવારીમાં કઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ છે કે એજ્યુકેશન કે પૈસાથી કે આપણે ત્યાં that time in revolution 2020, that time I realized, I remember this incident. This is work cited. Thank you. If any question, put in the comments. I answer in comment. Thank you.